What is good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am just sitting here editing a video for my other channel, and I just really wanted to talk about something really quick while I was in the moment of feeling this. So I really want to talk about shame and grief because, as you know, I bring up shame a lot, and it's for a reason. And recently I've been going over guilt, and I didn't realize myself was portraying signs of someone who feels guilty. So it is my belief that shame and grief are dream killers, or are your desire killers, or your manifestation killers. And so what I mean by that is sometimes we carry shame. A person who carries heavy shame or a person who carries heavy guilt about situations are always going to be someone who lives in the past a lot, someone who can't get over a situation or can't recognize when they are in their current situation. So for me, for example, as you guys know, I talk about this a lot because I really didn't realize that I still was holding on to a little bit of guilt until when I was driving in my car the other day, and I just kind of felt as if what I've been doing now since I quit my six-figure business on January 1st of this year, I didn't realize that I was carrying a whole lot of guilt about that, because there will be some times where I'll just be thinking like, why would you do something like that? Why would you quit something that was going amazingly well? Like, you literally just was like, I felt as if I had self-sabotaged in that moment when I quit, but that was not the case at all, because I really felt like I had capped myself out in the career I used to be in. I spent 15 years in the beauty industry, and I kind of was like done with it, and I was ready to be more of myself for who I really felt that I was inside, and the beauty industry was not a part of that. So I was in my car this morning and I was driving, and I was feeling a little bit of that guilt because to me it just seems as if like the strides that I had been making were kind of being met with like resistance, but I was the one resisting. And when I really sat there and I thought about it, I was driving and it came over me, because one of the things I like to do is when I'm stressed or when I don't have understanding is like sit in silence. So I like to take drives. So I literally was driving, and like in my spirit it said, look around, and what do you see? And it's not like a what do you see on the outside in your 3D reality, but it's what are you aware of? And in my awareness, all I could think was I am everything and I have everything. And I was holding on to the guilt because I was thinking that that part of that time of my life where everything was just so amazing, and I felt like that was the only good time that I had coming towards me. And one of the things is because shame and guilt, when we have times in our life that seem to be amazing, as you guys know, that time and everything goes up and down in our life. It's like a roller coaster, and we're always changing. Circumstances are always changing. And so I had to realize that my circumstances were changing in that moment, and it had always been changing, because even when I hit my goal that I wanted to hit, I was still already changing and progressing into being the person that I am now, and having the goals that I have now. Those were always in the background of my mind, and of course I had to let that go. But I can't hold on to the good times either. But for me, the guilt was me holding on to the good times, thinking that that was going to be the only good time that I could ever have, or the only type of success that I could ever have. And so in my awareness, I had to realize, look, I'm already riding around in my dream car. I already have it. Like, I physically drive my dream car every day. I literally live in my dream city. I do what I want to do. I get up every day and I can just do what I want to do. And somehow I'm surviving. Somehow I'm making money. Somehow I'm doing way better than I was doing. But I don't feel, or I didn't feel as if I had the type of success that I was trying to measure in the 3D world that was putting the shame and the guilt back on me. And so what I want you guys to realize is shame and guilt blocks us from what we already have, or what we can't see. And what I couldn't see was that I already had everything that I wanted in that moment. And in that moment, I was aware that I am actually living out my manifestation right now, that I am living where I want it to be. I'm doing what I want to do. Maybe not on the scale that I want to do it on yet, but I am doing it and I am living it. And my guilt and the guilt that I was holding on from the past version of me and the shame around letting go of that was keeping me from not being able to see that I'm already here. And so I felt within myself, and I declared it out loud. I said, I can't worry about what happened back then, because I'm already over here. Because I literally am already over here doing what it is that I want to do. I'm living the life that I want to live. But if I still am holding on to a good time that I had, then that's me assuming and coming from the assumption that there's not going to be any more good times, that I'm not going to be happy, that I'm not going to have success, or what I find success, because I already have it now. And so I really want you guys to think about, especially when we go through our ups and downs, like with our energy, it's okay for you to feel that. But when you hold on to the past, even good times, it's kind of like you have to hold on to nothing. Not even the good times, not the bad times, not any of the times that you think that you have to hold on to, because the circumstances and the 3D is always changing. It's always unfolding. You'll always be a new person in the moment. And that reality, or that version of myself, it exists on another plane, but it does not exist right now. And I'm only bringing it into this moment because I keep thinking that that's the only reality or the only experience I could have of being successful, whatever success is, or having the type of freedom that I have. But when I already have it now, it just looks different. So you guys, guilt and shame will stop you if you allow it, because for a moment there, I lost awareness that I am all of it, that I have all of it right now. And so I want you guys to know that I'm working through this on my own, just like you're working through your own things on your own. And I want you guys to realize that we are growing together, and I still have realizations too. And so sometimes, no matter how much affirming and no matter how much of the techniques we do or whatever we do, sometimes you have to realize that at the core of it all, if you really think about it and you can't get beyond yourself, there is some guilt and shame there. I could definitely tell you that it's there. And it causes you not to be aware of what you already have. And for that moment, I had this full awareness that I do already have what I want. I do already have exactly what I want. I am living the manifestation already right now. I just could not see it because I still was feeling guilty about holding on to a time that had already passed. And there are more amazing times on the way. And even in this, I will be growing. And so just that amount of letting go has really prompted me into feeling more aware and more safe and secure with where I am now, that I can be okay with where I am now, and that I can actually enjoy the process of living my life, because it's always continuously unfolding, you guys. So to end it off, it's saying that nothing stays the same. So do not hold on to your highs and do not hold on to your lows. You literally do have to be indifferent to everything, because it's always changing. All right. So it's literally like life is a ride. You just got to ride the wave, because it literally is all a dream. Life is just a dream. And one day we'll wake up and remember, like, wow, I dreamed that. All right. So you guys, I hope that this resonates with you for where you are in your life, wherever you are in your life. If you cannot get beyond yourself, ask yourself, what are you holding on to? Or what do you feel guilty about? Or what do you feel shame around? And drop it, because that has no place for where you are now and where you are going. Like, that's telling you that you're still holding on to an old version of yourself, all right? So you guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing, and I love you so much, and I will see you guys on the next video. Remember, imagination, where it all starts, is always on your side, and I am too. Bye.